Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you a dynamic pop-up system for your game. Similar to this one, as you can see, it's saying it's a new item and this is a rock. If I go to tree, a cool animation, and it's saying this is a tree. So let's get to it. This is my starting scene. I'm using my joystick system for this tutorial. If you want to follow me through the whole tutorial, all the links for the assets and the system will be in the video description. There are two main ways you can make your UI animations. First one is being Unity's own animation tool, and another one is using some kind of tweening library like DOTween and tween. In my suggestion, please use tweening library. The reason behind it that because Unity's animation tool is really expensive for UIs, keeps drawing your canvas over and over again if the animation controller is active. Also, if you want to make a simple change on the animations, it's really tedious to do. You can solve all these problems by using some kind of tuning library which is dynamic and less expensive. Here I want to do a pop-up animation, like whenever our character collided with a rock, say the pop-up will say this is a rock, and if character collided with tree, it will say this is a tree. There are multiple tuning library you can use for UI animations. The most popular are DOTween and tween. In my suggestion is that use DOTween. I'm using it for 4 to 5 years and it's awesome. Now we are going to import DOTween package. Go to Window, Package Manager, go to My Assets and search for DOTween. Then import. By the way, if you're not seeing the DOTween library in your My Assets, that means you don't have DOTween in your account. So in that case, go to Unity Asset Store, search for DOTween and add it to your asset. After that, you will find it this package manager. After importing is done, this panel will pop up. You will click Open DOTween Unity panel, set up DOTween, wait for it to compile all the scripts. After that, press apply and setup is complete. That right click on the hierarchy, go to UI, take a canvas, change UI scale mode to scale with screen size and give reference resolution like 1920 on width, X, and height 2080. Also change the match the 0.5. Right click on the canvas, go to UI, take image and rename it to like image pop up container. On Windows, press Alt and Shift, then click on this and stretch it to full screen. Change the color to black and alpha like 50. Right click on the container, take another image, give width like 600, height to 500. Now right click on the image, take another image, call it to like our header. A pop-up normally have 3 sections. One is header, description, and last one is interaction. So first header, and take a text inside it, stretch it, then and quit at middle. Also I can see my header right now, that because of the color. Let's give it something color to like this. Duplicate 2 times and rename one for description and another one is in interaction. On the image, take a vertical layout group, control size, take both of them. It will take the same spaces, but I want my header to take the less space and my description to take bigger space. So I'm going to add a layout element. On the preferred height for header and interaction, I'm going to keep the same, but for the description I'm going to like 200. Change header color to something. Yes. Change the text to like header, and text to, let's say this is a tree, and give the auto size for header to make this auto size. Yeah. On the interaction side, you can have interaction like a cross button on the top of your pop-up. In our case, I'm just going to make a button for it. So text mesh pro, give our remove the image. I want my height to take the full spaces. It gives like 10 10. Change the color to something like this, and for the text, auto, then give left to done to 10, and okay. Yeah, it looks good. Also change the color to white. Yeah, this is our simple pop. And one more thing I forgot, like change the interaction image alpha to 0. Also we can do like check on every alpha to 0, then change the color to something like this. Yeah, this one looks good. It will work. Now create a script. Let's call it pop up manager, and drag and drop pop-up manager to your pop-up container. Open pop-up manager for modification. Delete the default methods. We are going to take reference for our header text and our description text. We are going to also create a method public void set pop-up manager. Going to pass here two string, one for header and string. To set our header text equal to header, and our description text equal to description. Now let's get back to our editor and drag and drop the references for our header text and for our description text. Also we need to create a method like public void on OK button clicked. You're going to do something here. Let's assign the button interaction from here. This one, if you drag and drop this one and go to pop-up manager on OK button clicked, make sure your on OK button clicked is public, otherwise it will not appear here. Okay, now we are going to create another script. Let's call it UI manager. Create an empty object on the scene and drag and drop UI manager. Reset its transform. Open UI manager for modification. Remove the default methods, and I'm going to like public void show pop up, but for debug purposes let's create update method, and like if input dot get key down key code space, it will call the show pop-up for now. Go back to Unity editor. We forgot to do one thing. Drag and drop the image pop container on your project folder. We are going to take reference for our prefab public game object UI pop up. Whenever show popup is called, I'm going to temp object instantiate a popup UI popup, and we need another reference. Let's public transform pop parent. We're going to send our pop parent on instantiate method. Then we are going to take the references for the popup manager from temp object. So pop script temp object get component popup manager. Lastly, after that we are going to game object dot set active true. We don't need the game object here. So right now let's assign our variable first. So drag and drop prefab here, and for the parent drag and drop the canvas. So if I play right now and press space, our pop-up is appearing. But there are two main animation we are going to do for our pop-up. First one, I want some kind of fading effect. For that I'm going to add a canvas group. Let me show you what it does. Drag and drop the prefab to canvas, and you can change the alpha. So I want to control the alpha value with code. Select the prefab, open pop-up manager, take the references for our canvas group. We're going to create a method like public void show pop up. Here the canvas group dot do fade with using DOTween library. Here you want our canvas group go from 0 to 1, so 1f within like say 0.5 second. Yeah. We need to call this method from our UI manager. So pop script dot show popup. Go to Unity editor. We need to drag and drop our canvas group to script, and if we play right now and press space, yeah, but it's going way too fast. And the reason behind it, like before we starting our pop-up, let's set our canvas group dot alpha to 0f. Now we do that. Yeah, you see it's a nice effect. Second animation we are going to do, we want to some kind of punchy effect on our pop-up. So let's consider this is our pop-up. I want to do something like something similar to this, but as you can see our background also is scaling. This black background, we don't want that. Open pop-up manager again, get a reference for like public image, which is engine.ui. to select container image. What we are going to do is like whenever show pop-up is called, I'm going to container image transform do a scale to vector 3.1 within the 0.5 second. Also don't forget to set the scale to something like 1f, no, 0.1f, 0.1f. Now go back to Unity editor, open your prefab, drag and drop our image. And now if we play, You see, it's scaling, but there is no punchy effect on the animations. So again, open pop-up manager. We're going to take reference for like public is, in is, let's make another one like out is. So we're going to call in is whenever we are calling our scaling animation. So in is, oh sorry, we forgot to, in is to like out back. You see, but our animation duration is too much, so let's make another variable for it like animation duration, and replace animation duration with 0.5 here. Get our animation duration like 0.3. If you play right now, press space. Yeah, this looks good. You can change the init variable to whatever you like. There is a lot of effect. Each effect will give you different kind of animations, as you can see. If I go to like inbounds, you see, but I think outback looks good, so let's keep outback for now. So you are showing a pop-up, but whenever we pressing OK, it doesn't go away. So let's make that one. So whenever we are on OK button clicked, we're going to call like public void height pop up. We're going to hide pop from here. One thing to remember, I can also make like on click event and can disable our pop-up from here, but I don't want to do that. I want to control it from somewhere from a script, that because I want to show some kind of animations. Whenever OK button is clicked, we are going to fade out our canvas. So you're going from 1 to 0, and we're going to scale to, let's copy this line of code and let's call it vert target scale, place vector 1 here. Also in is, I'm going to give another type of is. On the out is, I'm going to select in back. Now if you play and press space and press OK, last thing I'm going to do is whenever our player get to rock, it will show this is a rock, and if it goes to tree, it will show it's tree. So let's make this one. So this is my rock here. Let's go 3D this rock and change the tag to like rock. And for the tree, add a tag called tree. I'm going to open my character controller, create a method called public void on collision inter if other dot game object dot compare tag to rock. We need to take references for our UI manager. So public UI manager, UI manager dot show popup, and if you also trigger with like tree, it's called show popup. But one thing I have to do, let's make our show popup to have like two string. One is for header, one is for description. we are going to send our header and description. Whenever we are setting our pop script, dot set pop-up manager, you're going to set header and description. So in case of tree, I'm going to say like new item, and this string, this is a tree. Let's copy this line of code. Sorry, we need to show the tree here, and for this one we need to call rock. Now one thing also I forgot to do, like, okay, first one, we don't need the debug line, and for our character controller we're going to drag and drop our UI manager. So this one I forgot to do, like whenever we are hiding our pop-up, we are going to destroy our pop-up. So we are going to call onComplete. It's a destroy game object. And the base practice is to like use an object pool and recycle them, but I'm just showing you for the basic ones, so I'm going to just destroy it. Now let's say our UI manager description, go to play. Our pop-up is not showing right now. Our collision is not working, that because I found the problem on collision inter is not working here. For that because it's not a trigger inter, we have to use control collider hit. But if we use that, there is another problem. You see, make a variable here, public pool is rock called, and there is called like tree called, and equal to false, 2. For this one 2 is tree called. If you go near to rock, showing it's a new item, and this is a rock, it's not showing me next time. If I go to tree, it's showing this is a tree. Okay, this is it for today, guys. If you have any question or need further assistance, please feel free to leave a comment below, and thank you for watching.